All right, so here's what it looks like from my view when I'm lunging him. I'm going to point to the right, and he starts to walk to the right. He's nice and relaxed. His head is dropped, so he's not tense, high-headed. All right, now I'm going to point again and tell him to trot. You want to be really deliberate, and anytime you ask him to do anything, your tempo of your clucking or your aid also sets the tempo for what you're wanting the horse to do. So when we tell him to trot, we say, trot, 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 trot. So you see how that cluck, cluck, trot matches the tempo of his trot, 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 trot. All right, now he's just trotting along. I'm not telling him to do anything. He's supposed to keep his gait until I ask him to do something differently. Now I'm going to ask him to canter. Canter. All right, so then he's cantering. Next, I'm going to step towards his hind end and make him turn his butt away from me and look towards me. Woo. 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 Alright, so that's how we get that disengaging of the hind end and stop. Alright, now I'm going to send him the other direction. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to point to the left. He's going to start circling around me. He's still in pretty close. So here's where we can think about our different parts of the body and moving him around. I want to move his shoulders further out. So I'm stepping towards his shoulder, right towards his girth. And I'm going to use my whip a little bit. I'm going to put pressure right there at his girth line and tell him to move out further. All right, so now he's moving out further. You see, he doesn't get too upset about it because I've done a lot of desensitizing with the whip. So I'm putting pressure towards his girth area to move out. All right, now I'm going to tell him to trot. Trot. All right, so now he's trotting along. He's relaxed. If he got unrelaxed, like if his head comes up anymore, I'm going to say trot, trot. So remember, you want pressure to not scare the horse. You want it to actually make them more relaxed. So if I put pressure on him and he looks nervous, tense, or high-headed, I'm going to keep putting pressure on him. There we go, until he drops his head and he's relaxed again. Canter. So I gave him the cue to canter. He's now cantering along. So he got high-headed, wasn't paying attention. So I put pressure on him. Oop. There we go. Oh, we got a little cough there. My goodness, Bailey. There we go. So every time he brings his head up, I put a little pressure on him towards the girth area till he drops his head. There we go. And relaxes better. And whoop, trot. Whoop, trot. So I didn't ask him to turn in and stop this time. I just asked him to drop to a trot. And he's nice and relaxed. Whoop, walk. Whoop, walk. Keep walking. So I'm just changing gaits here. And woo. 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 Alright, so this is a different way of stopping where you're stopping him straight out on the circle versus turning the hindquarters in and stopping him.